Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Poke Central Network. If you guys do want to join me here on my Pixelmon server, the IP is pokecentral.org. All of the links that you need to download and install Pixelmon can be found in the description down below. I definitely recommend using our Technic mod pack. It comes with Pixelmon, but it also comes with a few other super useful things like Optifine as well as Full Bright. So we actually have no lights in this room, as you can see, and it is still totally bright. But I just accidentally deleted one of my mechanical anvils. I guess that's what I get for always forgetting to come out of creative mode when I start these videos. We will go ahead and just leave it for now because I actually do have plans to completely redo this entire setup. I actually probably want to break all of them if we can get our pickaxe. And I want to do a few different things in this video. So number one, I want to work on expanding our Pokeball production. I don't necessarily want to set up a fully functional factory like we've had on past servers, but I just want to make things a little bit easier so that I can put a bunch of apricorns into a chest and they'll automatically feed their way through furnaces and stuff like that. So I don't have to individually sort them into each furnace. So we'll try to get that set up. I'm going to do my best to kind of just dig out a little bit of a tunnel here. And I think we're going to go down a few blocks. I do know this is kind of like a hill, but I don't want to accidentally break out. So we're going to go a little bit deeper and dig kind of a little furnace smelting Pokeball factory room. So before we actually do that, I am going to come over here and I'm going to dig out a little room as well. And this is going to be for our enchantment table. So currently I am mining with no enchantments. I really want to get at least efficiency 4 on my pickaxe, so it makes things a little bit easier. Although efficiency 5 would be great as well. And if we actually get that, I might even start going on mining trips a little bit more, because mining without any enchantments is just not a fun time. All right, so if we go there, is that enough for all the bookshelves? Well, three, and then in this wall. I don't know if this is going to work, but we can sure try it. So we are just going to try our best, I think, to buy everything on here. So we need, honestly, I have no idea how many bookshelves you need. So I'm just going to buy like 16, and we'll see if that's enough. I haven't played vanilla Minecraft in a very long time, and I have not enchanted any items in pretty much just as long. Wow, that is an expensive enchantment table. Probably could have saved some money there, but that's all right. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Put this down here. That's only level 24, but I didn't expect that to get up to level 30. And then if we do that and maybe this, is that going to be enough? Level 30, okay. And we actually have efficiency 4 right there, ready to go. Let me craft up some more coal blocks, just so a little bit better for storage. All right, so now we can go ahead and enchant that with efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. That is actually fantastic. That's great. I'm pretty happy with that. And I actually want to also get, I think it's not Dawnstone. Dawnstone armor gives you jump boost, and I think we have that disabled here on the server. I can't remember. If we do /shop, though, we should be able to figure this out. So if we're looking through these, Leafstone, I think, acts like bone meal, possibly. Sunstone, I think, is like torches or something. Dawnstone is jump boost. I don't think Shiny or Ice Stone have an armor set. Waterstone is like water breathing or something. Firestone is fire resistance. Moonstone, I don't know what that gives, but I thought Thunderstone gave speed boost, and I'm trying to figure out which one gives haste for mining. But I could be totally wrong on that. I'm going to Google it because I actually can't remember even looking at these. And we'll see what the custom armor sets give. Oh, wow. Okay. So it turns out Thunderstone armor gives haste 2 and 50% movement speed. So that is kind of incredible. If we buy, it looks like they are bought in stacks of 16. So if we buy 8 and then we shift click, we should be able to buy the other 16. So we're going through a lot of money. Currently, I'm sitting at 137,000 coins. We were at over 1 million, but I bought the Pixelmon training pass in the last video, so check that out if you did miss it. But we are going to craft ourselves up some Thunderstone armor. This is what you see everybody rocking on the server because it gives haste and speed boost, which is really incredible. I believe it gives an extra speed boost when you have the full armor set over old running boots, but I can't 100% confirm that. I think the running boots themselves give plus 50%, but then the total set gives another 50% maybe. I'm not sure on that though. All right, so this is an okay mining speed. It's not great. It's not instant break for sure. So I think we do need to make sure we get that efficiency 5 though. Am I getting? Yeah, I am getting the haste effect. So I think we need efficiency 5 to make it work how I want it to work. So let's see if maybe we have any books down here. I used to get a bunch of enchantment books, but I threw them all away. Oh, we do. Okay, cool. I did not throw them all away. So we don't have an efficiency 4, but we can just use an efficiency 5 book. That should be fine. And then if we go into /shop, we go into utility. Anvil is going to be 2560. And I think it's 31 iron ingots, so this would be over 3,000, I think almost 4,000 to buy it if you buy iron ingots. So we're definitely better off buying it right here in utility. And we'll just toss it down here for now. All right, so there we go. And boom, efficiency 5, let's see. Oh yeah, that is so much better. I highly recommend, if you're playing here on the server and you're clearing out a big cavern, get yourself some Thunderstone armor as well as efficiency 5. I don't think you can actually break faster than what it's breaking right now. Now, unfortunately, we come across these dirt patches, and we're out of luck because we do not even have a shovel. All right, so this is the main room for our new factory. I think it looks pretty nice. I actually had to kind of build these weird things in the corners because, one, I wanted to keep it symmetrical, and two, on this side, there's actually an ocean like right out here. I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but like right through this block. So I was kind of going straight into water there. So if I did not have this little extension, it would actually have sand and water pouring in. So that is what we're going to go with. I think we'll probably maybe put storage here, and then down the middle here, we'll put just a bunch of cells that will basically smelt down apricorns or the Pokeball lids and bases. And that way, we can just go ahead, grab everything while we're down there, craft it all up. When we need more apricorns, we just toss them into a chest, and they all get filtered through all the different furnaces. And then the same thing with the bases and the lids. We toss them in a chest. They get filtered through the mechanical anvils. And then we just have to kind of craft everything together. It would be nice if there was automated crafting tables in Pixelmon, but I don't think they should add that. I don't think it's ever going to be a thing. We could definitely add that as a separate mod here on the server, but then everyone have to install it, which is not really fun. So moving along to something else. Number one, we actually enabled riding Pokemon here on the server, but you'll notice I cannot ride my Zapdos, and the reason for that is you need to actually learn Fly in order to ride Pokemon. We did a vote over on Discord, and it was pretty solid that you guys wanted that to be a thing. So I let you guys decide between if you wanted HM to be required or if you didn't, and most people voted for HM Fly to be required in order to ride a Pokemon. So that's what we went with. Now, if it's a land Pokemon, you can just ride it anyways. If it's a water Pokemon, say like Gyarados or Lapras, you actually need to teach it Surf instead of Fly, and then you can ride it as well. So I just gave myself another 700 gems for all of the likes that the last video received. So thank you guys so much for all of that. We are going to put those gems to use at some point in the future. Probably not immediately, but I am going to start saving up, and then we can use them on some of our legendary Pokemon, maybe our shinies or our starter, things like that we really need to improve, but we really can't get another variant of through breeding. So if you guys do not know, every single like that these videos get on this series, I give myself 1 gem on the server, which can be used in the Poke Designer to modify my Pokemon stats. Because I can't actually buy gems since I own the server, that's going to be the way that I earn them. And if you guys want to help me out, get more gems, help me out with this series so I can have better Pokemon in the future, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video. I've said this in the past, but I like to repeat it. I'm not going to use my gems to modify IVs of Pokemon that I can actually breed, but I will use them to modify IVs of Pokemon like my legendaries, my starter, which I can't really replace, or for example, the shiny Paris, which I also can't really replace a shiny. So with that aside, I also have been saving up my vote keys. So if we head on inside, we can see right here I have a whole bunch of vote keys. I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4 days worth of vote keys, and then I can go ahead and vote again today. So if you guys want to help out the server and earn some really awesome rewards along the way, make sure to type /vote while in game. This will allow you to vote for the server, which pushes up all of the different server listing websites, helps us out, helps more players find the server, and also you get some pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and vote for today so that I can get another 6 keys, and then we're going to go through and we're going to open up all 5 days worth of keys and see exactly what I get. All right, so I have all 6 of my votes from today, and then I can go ahead and grab all of these. Unfortunately, keys don't stack anymore, so it is going to be basically a full inventory, but that's all right. Let's warp on over to the crates. So actually, a secondary benefit is the vote shop here. We can actually see I have 48 vote points, which means I can almost afford to buy a uncommon clue scroll. You get 1 vote point for every vote. You also get 10 gems if you vote on all 6 links every day, and then you get the vote key, of course, which can give some pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and just start opening all of these. I'm just going to close out the menu and open up as many as I possibly can so that it doesn't take a super long time. But you can see every single time you open a vote crate, you immediately get 50 claim blocks, but then you also get an item as a reward, which haven't come through yet, but hopefully they start coming through pretty soon here. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh, okay. This is actually, it's not even rigged. I know I'm owner on the server, but rare key from one of my vote crate keys. That is like a 1 in, I think, 1,000 chance of occurring, which is kind of insane. I've never seen anybody win a rare key from the vote crate. I know it's happened. It's never happened for me, and I've been playing on the server for 3 years. So this is awesome. Okay, we are going to get to open up a rare crate, which is something I wasn't planning on doing this series because I was not going to spawn myself in any of the different keys because I felt like it was kind of cheating, but we got them from the vote crate. I can't even keep my thoughts straight right now. This is actually really cool. You can see it's 0.1% chance. I think that's 1 in 1,000. I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead, finish it opening up all these vote crates, and then we'll take a look at everything else we got because I think we got some pretty good stuff outside of just the rare key. All right, so it looks like these are the final items that we ended up getting. 12 Ultra Balls, that's all right. 7 rare candies, that's actually really good. And then, of course, we had a couple TMs. We had a random Pokemon egg, which we'll actually go ahead and open up right away and see what we get out of that. I'll just let that run in the background. We got an EXP share, a Macho Brace, a couple of choice specs, Muscle Band, and I think we also got some money. So you can see in here, well, maybe you can't. Oh, there's like 2,000, 2,000. Yeah, we got like probably 8,000 coins or something like that, and then all of those different claim blocks. So yeah, pretty good haul overall, but the main thing we got here is our rare key, which here, 0.1% chance. Wonder what Pokemon we got. I didn't actually see it pop up. Oh, we got a Poliwag. Okay, sure, I'll take it. So looking at the rare crate key, now there are some pretty good stuff in here. I would be pretty disappointed if I get the TM cases, which I assume is going to end up happening with my luck. But we can get shiny tokens, male token, female token, size token, nature token, shadow egg, aura egg, shiny egg, which I will say the only way to get these aura eggs or these shadow eggs is through this rare crate because I've removed them from the shop temporarily as we update them and adjust them and change them, but you can still get them if you want to through these rare crate keys over on the store, buy.pokecentral.org. We could get some rare candies. I'd be fine with that, and I'd be fine with the Master Balls as well. So pretty much everything in here is something that I'd be happy to take. With the exception of a small TM case, I'd be a little disappointed. But there's always got to be something that's not quite so great in a crate. Otherwise, you just get something good every time. It doesn't really make sense. All right, guys, I'm a little bit nervous, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Come on, give me something good. I'm fine with the gems. I'm fine with any of the tokens. I'm good with the clue scrolls. I'm good with pretty much everything. Just do not give me a TM case, please. I have so many TMs. No. Oh, I think we're good. We got ourselves a shadow egg. Okay. That's actually awesome. Alrighty then. I will take it. We got ourselves a shadow egg from our rare crate key. So you see, eventually, if you get lucky enough down the line, just from voting, you can get yourself a free shadow Pokemon. Alright guys, this is actually really cool to showcase in a video because I've never really shown it. I know a lot of people have ended up getting those keys from the vote crates over the past couple of years that they've been in there. But I personally have never got one, and I've personally never seen anyone get one, so it's cool to showcase that you can indeed get some of those premium items like shadow eggs for free here on the server. All right, here we go, guys. Let's open this thing up and see which shadow Pokemon are we going to get. Actually, I'm good with pretty much anything. I don't necessarily want a Shadow Ditto or a Shadow Caterpie, but I will take either of those because I actually think the Shadow Caterpie looks pretty cool. And the Shadow Ditto would be great for breeding. A Horsey would be cool. Is that what we got? We got ourselves a Shadow Horsey. That's actually pretty good. So as I said, we did remove shadow Pokemon from the store, and the reason for that is because we're going to be revamping all of their textures, and we are also going to be adding a whole bunch more shadow Pokemon to the server. No dates on when that's going to happen, but it should be pretty cool, and the reason I mentioned that is because some of the shadow Pokemon don't have the greatest textures. These are actually like the OG Aura Pokemon here on the server. They were in from the very beginning before we started adding all of these different cool Pokemon. So we've made a lot of progress on how good our textures look, so I think we can do a lot better with the shadow Pokemon going forward. So a ton of people gave me TMs. We actually have an insane amount. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all of these, but I think we're going to have to set up that TM exchange I talked about a little while ago. So we're going to test it out with just a few TMs just so we don't go totally bankrupt and totally ruin everything, and we can make sure that it actually works. So I'm going to grab some of the more useful TMs. You know what? Do we have all three of the different punches? That could be something cool. We have Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and do we have... We don't. Okay. That would have been cool, but if we don't have all three, it's not really worth it. I'm trying to find some... We have Shadow Ball. That's a pretty good TM. Do we have Psychic? Dazzling Gleam, we only have one of. Sludge Wave, I don't know. Thunderbolt, that's a pretty good TM. We could probably use that in our shop just to kind of set up a proof of concept. Swords Dance is pretty good, but do we actually have our False Swipe TMs, which we are going to use one on our Paris straight away here, because that's the plan for this guy. He's going to be our False Swiper. Never mind, he cannot learn it yet. When he evolves, we're going to use one on him straight away. But we'll use that because I think it's a pretty valuable TM. And then down here, is there anything? Sunny Day, it's Stealth Rock's okay. All right, so I feel like this is a pretty good variety for a test shop, and we're going to set up kind of just like a little test market, see if we can make some profit off of having a TM exchange here on the island. So here's how it's going to work. All right, so this might be a little bit difficult to set up, but the first thing we're going to do is set up our shop for pearls. So instead of exchanging through regular money, we are going to set up a system that runs based on these different items here. So we have to decide which item we want to do, and I'm kind of thinking pearls is probably good. They have $500 value, so pretty good increments that we can put for different prices on the TMs. They're pretty common, so people can really get a whole bunch of them if they just farm water-type Pokemon. So I think pearls will be the currency of choice. And the reason we're doing that is so that, for example, if someone sold me 20 Shadow Ball TMs for 20,000 coins each, and I had 200,000 coins, then I'd be stuck with 20 Shadow Ball TMs and no money, and that's just not good. So in order to limit the amount of TMs that people can exchange with me, I'm going to use a third currency, which is going to be, or a secondary currency, I should say, not third. Secondary currency, which is going to be in the form of pearls. Now, I'll also be allowing you guys to sell me pearls for 500 coins each. And the reason that we're doing that is just because we're going to need kind of like a stockpile of pearls in order to fund the shop. So if you guys want to help me out, which hopefully this will work, you can come to my island and you can sell me these pearls, which in the shop they sell for 500 coins. And you can sell them to me for 500 coins instead. You can take all my money and you can help me out by giving me some pearls. All right, so the pearl shop is going to be right here, kind of in between where the TM shop and my regular shop is. So we are going to do this. We'll clean this up a little bit later on, but I just want to make sure that the functionality is here. In order to prevent us from going totally bankrupt, I'm going to fill up this chest. So there's only one slot. So we can buy a maximum of 64 pearls at this point, which is 32,000 coins. Actually, let's do like 5 stacks. That should be better. That's about $150,000 worth of pearls. So now we need to set up a sell shop. Sell 1 pearl. Oh, how do we do this? Okay, so 1 pearl and then 500. That should work. Now we actually need a pearl, don't we? All right, I got myself the pearl, which we can use to link this up. We need to take out the dirt. We need to click right here, click here. That'll link that up. And then we can fill in all of the extra slots. And I actually am going to go with 3 stacks, which is about $90,000 worth of pearls. I'm really hoping the system works out because it is going to be pretty expensive to get started running. The good thing is, if you guys sell me these pearls and it ends up not working out, I can always just sell them to the shop for the exact same amount. But if you sell them here, I would really appreciate it, and it would help me out, and it would help the TM exchange out because we should be able to set up a lot more stands if we have enough pearls to fund the whole system. So I think a good price point for these TMs, they're pretty decent TMs, and being able to just warp here and buy one at any point in time is pretty valuable. So I think I'm trying to think between like 15 and 20,000 coins each, which is a fair amount of money, but it's not that hard to make. So I think that's probably a decent deal. Maybe not on all of them, though. All right, guys, so this is the current setup. We have all of our buy signs all linked up. We have our trade signs almost ready to go. We just need to link them up, but we need some more pearls in order to make that happen. So I'm going to gather up. It looks like we need a total of at least 15 pearls to link all these signs. And then we should be able to actually start making some money. Although I have no idea if this is going to work. We can make adjustments in the future. This was just a random idea that I had, and I have no idea if I pulled it off in a way that will actually be functional. What hopefully happens is there's enough people that want to trade in their TMs to get pearls that they can either sell here for 500 or they can sell back to me for 510 coins so they can get a little bit of money. And then there's also enough people that want to buy the TMs just because they need them and they don't have them, that they come and they actually buy the TMs from the different shops. But like I said, I have no idea if this is going to work. It's going to pretty much depend on supply and demand, and it's really hard to balance something like this out. But I'm going to get these trade signs linked up so it is fully functional, and we are going to see what happens. All right, so I think this is all we need to do to link it up. We have the 1 TM here. We have the 15 pearls here. So if we click this chest first, then this one, then the trade sign, it should say trade 1 Thunderbolt. Yep, trade 1 Thunderbolt TM and get 15 pearls. We do the same thing for Shadow Ball because it sells for the same amount. And I believe we actually have the same for False Swipe. And then if we come down here, we need to take these out, and we actually need 9 for Stealth Rock. Let's go ahead and Stealth Rock. And then 12 for Acrobatics. Let's add to 12. Boom, boom, and boom. All right, they should all be linked up. Now we just need to focus on getting more pearls in order to kind of supply the whole system. I have it set to, we're going to have 4 stacks, which is like 120 or something thousand coins worth of pearls. And we're just going to see how things go. I could go bankrupt from the system if I set it up wrong, and maybe just nobody wants to buy TMs. The prices also might be a little bit too high to make it kind of justified, but I figured 20,000 coins is cheaper than what they cost on the last map, which a lot of the top tier TMs cost 24,000 on the last map. So this is a pretty good balance, and it's a lot easier to make money on this server than it was before. So I guess let's see how things go. I'm actually super worried that this is just not going to work at all. I think maybe it'll get used a little bit. I don't know if the prices are the greatest at the moment, but we'll have to balance those over time once we kind of figure out what everything is worth. But we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. Somebody just sold me a pearl, so I guess that's good. All right, and some people are also starting to buy up some of the TMs, so I guess maybe the pricing is okay, or they just wanted to give me money. Who knows? Awesome. He's selling me pearls, and this guy actually he traded Shadow Ball TM for 15 pearls, which is pretty cool. We need to actually add the rest of our TMs because we're out of stock. I forgot to add those back. Let me get those into these shops. I need you to put away your Pokemon, please. Please put away your Pokemon. All right, there we go. Now we are all fully stocked. We're getting a ton of pearls, and I'm going to be completely bankrupt, but that's okay. All right, this is definitely going to be a very interesting setup, and I think what we're actually going to have to do is, well, for one, ban all Pokemon on my island so I can actually see things, but two is limit the amount of pearls per shop. So currently, all of our chests are linked up to the same supply bin of pearls, which means we can have disproportionate amounts of the different TMs, but if we link them up to their own individual pearl chest, then we can, on a case-by-case, TM-by-TM basis, determine how many of those TMs we actually want to accept into the shop that can be sold for us. And that way, we don't have, like, 10 Thunderbolt TMs and 2 Acrobatic TMs, because we could balance that out. But we are starting to get a lot of people selling us TMs, which is great. Somebody actually came through and sold, like I showed, all these Thunderbolt TMs, which took all of my old pearls away. But we're starting to make some progress back, and we are actually making a pretty decent profit so far. We're up to 306,000 coins. I believe we started the video off at 140,000. So we're up like 160, which is pretty good. So what I'm going to do is kind of monitor the different TM shops. We are going to add more in the future for different TMs like Flamethrower and Solar Beam, Ice Beam, whatever, Thunder Punch, all the different ones. I just named like all the worst TMs. Psychic I want to get, and just any TM that has some form of value. There's a lot of TMs that aren't that great that I don't want to even bother with, but I want to get all of the major TMs that most people are going to need eventually. Earthquake could be another really good one. I saw a Tyranitar. But for now, what we're going to do is just monitor the situation, see which TMs are selling. I noticed all of my False Swipe TMs are totally gone already, which is not great. Stealth Rock's not really selling, which it's really not that great of a TM. Shadow Ball and Thunderbolt, somebody sold me a bunch of these, so we have a pretty good supply. We do have some decent amount of pearls. Looks like things are going pretty well. We're sitting at 295,000, so you can see, if you guys sell me enough pearls, I'm going to go totally bankrupt. But the goal is enough people also sell me TMs to kind of justify that and balance everything out. We will need to probably raise the price of False Swipe, since it is obviously pretty high in demand. So I think that's something we are actually going to do. All right, I bumped up the price of False Swipe to 28,000 coins, which means you also get 20 pearls for changing it in. So that's a little bit of a better reward. And then we're going to go ahead and toss the pearls all back into there. And I actually think people already bought... Oh, okay. We might have to raise the price for False Swipe even higher. Why is that not working? That should be working. They should all be... Okay, it's just a matter of maintaining a supply of pearls. Alrighty, guys. This thing seems to be working. We're at 400,000 coins now. The TM shops are decently supplied. We are running a little bit low on pearls, but it seems like we got quite a few people that are starting to use the shop and starting to sell us pearls to help maintain everything. We don't have the greatest selection of TMs, so I think having more TMs overall will help out quite a bit with the whole setup. But we are going to have a pretty big supply of pearls, and I do need to limit this chest to a certain amount because we can only afford to buy so many of these pearls. But I think we could actually probably do 8 slots, so that would be 510 times 64. It's 32,000 a stack, so that times 32,000 times 8. That's 256,000. That's probably fine with our money right now. 380,000. All right, well, let's see how this goes. This is actually something that I enjoy doing a little bit more than Pixelmon at the moment, just because I really enjoy setting up shops and messing around with the economy and seeing how much money we can actually make. I know these videos give me a little bit of a benefit, but I feel like if somebody else set up a shop like this and they were active on the server, active in the chat, kind of had a good reputation here on the server, they could probably make some pretty good money. Now we do need to keep these chest supplies because they are our big money makers. If we can keep these supplied, we'll be able to generate enough money to basically ensure that this whole side of the system, even if it fails, will still be profitable because of over here. So I definitely need to get the Ultra Ball Quick Ball Factory up and running, get those filled up so that people start buying those, and also gives another reason for people to come visit the island, which means they'll see this setup here and hopefully start to use it. So as you can see, this shop is going to make our balance fluctuate a lot. We're down to 352,000 because some people have sold me some more pearls, but I've gone ahead and actually filled in all of the empty slots here with concrete blocks. And the reason I'm doing that is to prevent anyone from selling over a stack of TMs to these shops. Because if we have 64 of a single type of TM, we're probably good to go. We don't really need to buy any more. So we're going to limit all of our TM shops to a single stack rather than a full chest. All right, now let's go ahead and actually craft up some of these Ultra Balls. They've just been sitting here waiting, so we might as well do that to make a little bit of money here. I need to have like a junk chest that I can just throw stuff in when I don't feel like organizing it. That should be fine up here. And that way we can craft things a little bit easier. So if we grab all of our buttons, we should be able to go into crafting table and find Ultra Balls. There's Quick Ball. Where's the Ultra Ball? We have all the supplies, right? There's Quick Ball. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is such a great solution for crafting. Imagine having to drag each of these up individually. Oh, that's terrible. This is so much better. You just click once there, you click once there. If you hold shift while you do it, it does a full stack, which is great. And I think we can actually craft up all of them. Now, in this case, I don't really want to try to find Ultra Balls again, so I'm just going to... Wait, can you type here? Wow. You can type. You can type here. I never knew that. This is amazing. Minecraft is such a great game. Okay, sweet. All right, we're going to go ahead and put all of these into the shop. And we're going to go ahead and put this relic gold into the shop, which should help us out a little bit here. And that way we can make a little bit of money off of this side of things. And oh no, our Ultra Ball. Wait a second. How long has it been doing that? So this used to be a button shop. So if I go into /fly, this used to be a button shop. Okay, it doesn't look like it's done it before, but I changed it from a button shop over to a Ultra Ball shop because we didn't need any more buttons. But I was like, oh no, all of my Ultra Balls this whole time, they've been going down into the hopper system, but they haven't. All right, so that's fine. So that's all down there just because I don't feel like moving it, but there's like 4 double chests of buttons. All right, well, I've gone ahead and expanded the TM shop. Now we have Dazzling Gleam, we have Earthquake, we have Flamethrower, we have Stone Edge, and we have Psychic. Those were a few more of the more prominent TMs that I thought were worth adding. So if you guys want to buy any of these different TMs, you can come visit my island by doing /pwarpwispin anytime you're here on the Silver server. It's the only server I play on right now, so that's the only server this is set up on. We should be able to keep all of these supplied. I need to add the concrete, actually, to each of these different new chests, but overall, we're doing pretty good. We got a lot of pros there. We're sitting at 413,000 coins. We started off this video at like 137,000 or something, so decent profit. And I think over time, this shop should just generate income pretty much on its own without requiring much input from me, whereas these shops over here require a ton of input. All right, guys, so we have made a lot of progress here on the island. In the next video, I will probably go back to focusing a little bit more on the Pokemon side of things rather than the economy side. And the video after that, we'll probably start working on the interior of the Pokeball factory. But for now, I think this is enough progress for one day. We're currently sitting at, let's see, 442,000 coins. We also have a ton of TMs in stock. Pretty much every TM has at least one of its type in stock. And we also have a whole bunch of pearls in our pearl chest. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and leave this chest completely empty. I think it's something like like 3 million coins or something to fill up this whole thing. So we'll probably run out of money well before that ever happens, but hopefully the system is balanced enough to where it can generate enough income while also giving people the TMs that they need. I don't know. We'll see how things go. I guess only time will tell. But this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's absolutely insane. We are actually almost already to 47,000 subscribers. I feel like 4 days ago, I was just saying thank you for 46,000, which I was. In 4 days, we gained 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone that's done that. And with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.